We're here again this afternoon. I have a guest for us this afternoon. This is Kim Goble. She is my niece. She occupies a chair here in this salon on the times that she's not working her other job. Kim is going to demonstrate to you today the round brush blow dry. Of all the people that I could think that I wanted to do it for you, that would do it like I wanted it done, it was Kim. And so I asked her if she would assist us today, and so she's going to. So we're going to begin now. And as you know, we're still set up for state board for our station. Each time we set up that way, and each time we're sanitizing our hands. Me too, because you know I always got to get my hands in it too while I'm talking about it. So Kim, if you'll begin. She's going to put a little bit of Redken Guts on, and this is Jenny. Jenny is my daughter-in-law, and Jenny has already had her hair shampooed. She's put a little Redken Guts on her, and it's a 10 hold when it comes to the Redken products. That means it holds 10 times longer than it would, and that level, than it would if it had nothing on it. Now, we're going to do a round brush blow dry. Oops. We're going to do a round brush blow dry. But the truth of the matter is, you do not want to start a round brush drying. Get closer to you. You don't want to start a round brush drying until it's about 40% to 50% dry. Just a hair that's completely wet. You're standing there holding the brush, turning and turning and turning. It really does no good until it gets to the damp stage. So I've told her to rough dry it for about the first 5 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that, not too long. So that when she's ready to start drying it, that it will dry consistently and curl at the same time. The thing about a round brush blow drying is people don't realize that you don't have to style it out. You can use a curling iron, you can use a flat iron, many times you do. But some people like to come and get their hair dried and just leave with a round brush blow dry because it's a very casual dry and they enjoy that. And so she's first going to give her a casual look, and then we're going to cut and stop, and then we're going to go into a thermal iron set. And so she's going to perform 2 or 3 things for us this afternoon, which I appreciate. Now she's going to let you know, Kim, show them where the cool button is, right there. She's going to let you know when she's using the cool button, not every time, but a couple of times, and show you the results of the cool button.
I'm going to go ahead and use the cool button to set this curl.
The difference is you get it very hot, and then you hit that cool button, and that's what makes the curl. People don't use the cool button. That's the reason they don't get the results with the blow dry that you should get. Okay, I'm just going to let her dry and show you the result of the cool button each time for a little bit so you can see. You see the bend here? This bend comes from using the cool button. If you'll just follow her progress as you hold the camera, she'll be able to demonstrate to you what a round brush blow dry style looks like.
I'm using the cool button again.
Notice that she has the vent on the dryer, and the vent point to it for me, will you, Kim? This is the vent of the blow dryer. She's using the vent because it keeps you from burning the hair or the hair getting tangled up in the dryer. You're able to hold the dryer much closer that way, and you get maximum drying. those particular brand of dryers that she's using, and it is one that comes out in our kit. It's an excellent dryer, but the buttons are right under the hand, and sometimes it cuts off if you move your hand just the right way. Notice the tension that she's putting on it. Tension also smooths the hair as you dry it. Another thing that I want you to notice, students, is that she never puts down the blow dryer. She holds the brush and the blow dryer the complete time. You don't have time to make money if you're going to be laying down that blow dryer every time you pick up a piece of hair. You got to hold it in your hand. Learn to multitask if you're a salon stylist. I'm letting you just watch as you begin to blow dry your mannequin. Some of you may have learned some round brush blow drying techniques in Miss Edmondson's class last semester, and if you did, that's going to make it easier for you. Others, this is a refresher. Some of you probably never learned to use one effectively. I see students who've made it to the salon, and you tell them to do it round brush blow dry, and they don't understand how to style with a round brush. So it's very important to us that we put emphasis on this. And you will see her taking her finger and moving up to the cool button. It's heat and cold that gives that set curl. You heat it hot, and then you get it cold. See that? Beautiful. And that's from using the cool button. Those cool buttons are on a dryer for a reason. Not just so they won't overheat, it's for your styling ability. I asked her to use a live model rather than a mannequin. We've been demonstrating on mannequins to now, but I asked her to use a live model rather than a mannequin because it's so much easier on a person. And if you have a family member that you can blow out and work on, it will help you. It's so much easier on a person than a mannequin. For the first thing, when you're round brush blow drying, when you put that tension on, and she's going to do one on a mannequin in a little bit also, but when you put that tension on there, it's easy to pull it off of the stem. And I've seen students struggle with it forever. So I like for you to work on both so that when you get to the salon floor, as you know, I work the salon floor too, and as you get to the salon floor, I want you to know what it feels like to work on a person, not just work on a mannequin. Jenny was a perfect person for her to blow dry. She's cut in a 0-degree A-line bob, and it's a fresh cut. She had her hair about 4 or 5 inches longer, and it was just cut this week. So she was the perfect person to do this round brush blow dry on, because that is a haircut that looks super in just a blow dry style. There's just not a lot that you have to do to it. You're going to get the opportunity to see her in a round brush blow dry, and then the next thing that we're going to do is the thermal style, and doing that thermal style, you are going to be able to see her with a more finished look. And this first look is a casual look. when you're in hairstyling, it's all about the looks. It's, do you want a casual look? Do you want a formal look? Do you want a daytime look? A nighttime look? So you're going to get to see her in a casual look and a little bit more formal look. We're going to move to the other side and hopefully you can see a little better. We have our arm up in our vision and we don't want to do that.
Can you see whenever I hit the cool button?
She's using the cool button again. She wants you to know that. What she's doing is building in volume. You see that? Beautiful. Perfect use of the cool button. See that finger on the cool button right now? She's going forward, kind of framing her face. This A-line bob is a tiny bit longer in the front by design, and it points to the pretty features in a person's face, especially as you blow dry style it.
I'm going to switch brushes
All right.
so that I get a little bit more.
She's switching brushes to get more volume. The larger your brush is, the more volume you get. A 400 is next to the largest brush that you can get. A 500 is larger than that. And it's about this size in diameter. Oh yeah, stacking it up.
If you want to go to the front, you can probably see more clearly.
There you go. Now she's on the side to keep with the best view.
When you pull this hair forward, you get more out of it also.
She's over-directing it for volume. Remember when we were doing the roller set, we talked about over-directing for volume, pulling it forward so that it's set on the base or farther forward than the base. Hairstyling's all about bases. And she's doing it on base and a forward base. And she's getting the maximum volume. Look at that. I bet your client's not accustomed to getting that much volume out of her fine hair. You use your tools to the best of your ability. use tension, use the cool button, use the high heat. You can really build a hairstyle. No flat ironing needed. I see Kim has the same trade. It must be a family trade. She's rough as hog. But the client wants to know that you have control of that head. And when you use those tools and move them around in an agile ability like she is, they know who's in control. If you're just barely touching a client's head, they think, does she know what she's doing? So don't be afraid to get a hold of that hair. Put tension, curl, and volume where needed. Jenny's hair is naturally colored to where it looks like she has highlights, but it's all natural. Sometimes I like to tell personal things. Sometimes I sit at church and she's up at the piano playing and the lights just light and I think, did she get her hair highlighted? I know I didn't do it, but as you see, those highlights are natural.
And I didn't do it.
And I didn't do it. She has nice natural highlights, and many people don't have those. By the way, this is not the daughter-in-law that I told you about with the messy braid. It's the other one. But my daughter-in-laws are very kind to let us play with their hair.
By the way, I may have done her hair a time or two.
Yes, I believe that Kim, her cousin, has done her hair many times. All right, let's turn the dryer off and use just a little bit of styling tools. Kim uses mostly her fingers to style after a round brush blow dry. With good reason. It's styled. It doesn't need much. You want that finished look. And she's just using a little bit of finishing spray. You don't use much. I think that is actually a working spray. Finishing spray sometimes has too much set in it. And she's a very casual girl. She doesn't want all that set in it. However, she's going to get a style in a minute that has a little more set. But for this style, this 12 is perfect. It has a 12 hole. Holds it 12 times longer than if she had nothing on it. That means it'll hold 12 hours instead of an hour. Looks beautiful. Turn her around for the camera. All the way. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Jenny.